What was the worst thing a kid ever did at your school? He was weird as fuck, but he smeared dog shit on his bully's combination lock before school and everybody called the bully shit hands for 2.5 years. I've posted this before, but what the hell, sophomore year of high school my shy bookish cousin started dating this really popular guy. A few months and she heard a few guys in his circle were spreading rumors he was only with her because she did whatever he wanted whenever he wanted, which was ironic because they hadn't done much of anything at all yet. She was really hurt. She has never done anything to these guys. She didn't get why they would be trying to smear her reputation. I told her he should be the one dealing with it since they were his friends. She said she didn't want to bring it up because she felt like there was a distinct possibility he had started the rumor in the first place. Anyway, it turns out he didn't start the rumor. And he made his friends SDFU by threatening them. He threatened to beat one of them up. Told the second one if he ruined this relationship he would fuck his GF who used to be his GF. And he threatened to out the third one. That last one I only found out about after high school, when he finally emerged from the closet. Not the most ethical means, but it did the trick and he and my cousin are still together. Probably the most devoted couple I know. One student insulted a teacher because she didn't pass him by saying, "I hope you have another miscarriage." The teacher had a miscarriage in the past which resulted in her not being able to have another baby. The whole class got shocked and the student got expelled. High school? Nothing. My first year of college, a student chopped a little girl to pieces. This happened when I was in high school and was a huge scandal. An 8th grade kid who was really good at basketball was allowed onto the varsity team. I guess being the youngest made him a target for some of the guys. 2 of the guys held him down and a third jammed his fingers in this poor kid's ass. I'm not really sure of the punishment for the guys that did the assault, but they never came back to school for the next 2 years I was there. One of them became a pill addict and lives in the woods in my hometown. The kid who was assaulted went to private school after that. I ran into his brother at some point after HS, and last I heard he was in a good college, so hopefully he's doing alright. A kid put pH indicator in a teacher's drink while they weren't looking. Most pH indicators, and this one in particular, have benzene in them that are toxic. Teacher had to be rushed to the ER, but made a full recovery. Another kid tried to do backflip to impress the other kids and kicked a sprinkler and flooded the building. Nothing happened because he was an administrator's son. One kid almost OD'd boofing vodka in the bathroom. A kid ate a Carolina Reaper from someone's garden hole at lunch and had to be rushed to the ER to get his stomach pumped. 3 girls in my graduating class dragged a random guy into the woods and tried to hit him with their car. They only got found out after leaving him for dead and someone found the dude and got him to the hospital. When police asked them about it they said they were bored. A kid was building a makeshift gun and had plans to shoot up the school. But a teacher found his manifesto on his school drive and we had a line of police around the building for a few days. Hard to say what the worst shit was that happened there, so much tragedy. Killed another student on the school field. Asked another student if he trusted him, and then proceeded to put a belt around his neck and tighten it. The one student managed to get free, but for reasons unknown, the belt got around his neck again. He was choked to death on the school field. The killer student said he would rather be in jail than at home. At lunchtime, a kid was about to sit down with his lunch. One of his friends held a pencil facing upwards on his seat just as he was about to sit down. It stabbed him right in his left ass cheek. The scream has haunted me ever since. A whole crowd gathered around as he was taken away in an ambulance, and we never saw either kid again. 3rd grade, someone the culprit is still unknown and on the loose brought a snake into class and just put it on the floor. Once someone noticed it, we all were instructed to stand on our desks until someone came to remove it. I'm sure it was a harmless garden snake or something, but at the time, this was horrifying. Also 2 of my friends put weed in their calzones in home ec and it ended up fishbowling the classroom. That one is more funny than the worst uo, and now that I'm thinking about it, 2 kids jerked off on a girl on the bus. One of them transferred schools and the other continued to thrive as a jock bully. Also a 15-year-old kid murdered his 11-year-old sister and parents and dragged their bodies to an in-law residence they were building behind the house. Then had his girlfriend come stay the night. Guess I have a few. Strangled another kid until they went purple. What was wild was that other kids were chanting kill in a circle until the teachers broke the whole thing up. 2 weeks later they were buds again. Kids are wild. A kid at my school turned out to be an arsonist that started multiple wildfires that ended up killing firefighters. Was eventually caught on his bike with a gas can headed into the hills to start another one. Ratted out a teacher for reading Harry Potter to us, and the Bible nut PTA mom with the purse strings got her fired for it. One time, a student decided to release all the frogs from the biology lab into the school hallways. It was total chaos, with frogs jumping everywhere and students screaming. Definitely a scene that no one will forget. Stood up in the middle of class and starting peeing all over everyone. He was a dealer and had a situation go bad in the parking lot at the school. Got shot in the leg. Tried to just fix it at home. Bled out and died. He was a super nice kid, just a really fucked up family life led him into an early grave. He used to get made fun of for having a Thomas the Tank Engine rolling backpack, so he set it on fire in the bathroom. We had a school dance when I was in 7th grade. The oldest age in this school was 13 in 8th grade. A bunch of kids apparently decided to have a get-together beforehand where they all got totally wasted. Then they went to the dance and vomited all over the place. I wasn't there, but from what I heard it was projectile all over the place and the dance ended pretty fast. Dances were banned for the rest of the year. They brought them back the next year, but there was a cop standing outside the door looking at everyone's eyes and sniffing our breath. I remember him stopping me, getting his face kind of close and then saying, "Okay, go ahead." In elementary school, a kid they never found out who threw a pencil on my bus that ended up hitting a girl in the eye. It was the outer side of her eye. She had to wear an eye patch for the rest of the year, but there was fortunately no permanent damage. Stabbing. A black kid used the Irish kid stairs and got stabbed for it. It was the start of what eventually escalated to a race riot. This was outside Boston during the busing controversy.